Hong Kong has set aside nearly $22 billion in today's budget to cushion the impact of prolonged social restrictions. Residents and businesses will receive a shot in the arm, as Deborah Wong reports.
COVID-19 has once again dominated the focus of Hong Kong's budget. SMEs will receive a shot in the arm on the back of prolonged draconian social restrictions, now well into the third month. The government will reduce profit tax and continue to grant a 75% rental concession till September to help SMEs with operating costs. The current 100% loan guarantee scheme allows SMEs to borrow up to 6 million Hong Kong dollars, or nearly $770,000. That will be extended by a year, with eligible companies able to borrow up to 9 million Hong Kong dollars. Now that's nearly $1.2 million.
此時此刻，加大資源為市民紓困，為中小企提供息嘅空間，亦都係市民
But the economic fallout rippling across hard-hit sectors like F&B, fitness and entertainment have resulted in massive layoffs, so social support was also a key focus. Residents will enjoy one-off tax cuts and get a second round of consumption vouchers worth 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. That's nearly $1,300, which is double of last year's amount. And that will set the government back some $8.4 billion. One expert says residents will likely spend them on essential items like groceries.
If the hope is the vouchers can be used to stimulate the sectors that suffer the most during the pandemic, for example, those restaurants and hotels and the overall food and beverage sector. And I'm afraid that the effect may not be as much as what we hope. There may be actually uneven impacts on prices given the inflation pressure that we see around the world.
Still, it's just a band-aid to keep Hong Kong moving. The key to stabilizing the city lies in a $8.2 billion fresh impetus for anti-epidemic efforts. This includes $2.8 billion to strengthen testing capabilities and nearly $770 million to procure more vaccines. With universal testing set to start next month, the city is bracing for an even higher surge in cases. Experts estimate that it could peak at 180,000 cases soon. So Hong Kong is setting aside 20 billion Hong Kong dollars, or some $2.5 billion for upcoming pandemic needs.
If the pandemic continues for another month or two, and there is a new variant coming in town, then I'm pretty sure the government is ready to use other urgent funds to fight off the pandemic. 20 billion is actually a pretty significant number. We should remain hopeful that it is the right thing to do.
He says it's a necessary expense, given that Hong Kong is aligning with the mainland's zero-COVID strategy. It's a political issue that's especially heightened this year, with 1st of July marking the 25th anniversary of the city's handover to China. That desire for closer integration with the mainland is playing out in Hong Kong's long-term economic plans. The city is investing over $12.8 billion in its northern metropolis, a residential and tech hub that's near the border with China. And it's also allocating over $17 million to launch local SMEs into the mainland market. Deborah Wong, CNA, Hong Kong.